All right, today we're going to be learning Sugar Magnolia by the Grateful Dead. Cool tune, a lot of parts, a lot of tough chords, pretty challenging tune. It's got that kind of country, it's got like kind of a country feel to it, so some good licks in here. The chord shapes are difficult because a lot of what we're learning here is a lot of Bob Weir's parts, because I think Jerry is playing some of the pedal steel stuff, I think. I'm not positive about that, but Bob Weir's known for playing some kind of more obscure chord voicings. They're not really that obscure. They all come from shapes that we know. And his rhythm is unique. So he's a very good, unique rhythm guitar player. So I thought this would be a good tune to pick and learn. So, plus we've had requests for it. So here we go. We're going to take it a little bit at a time. This is definitely not for a beginner. So intermediate, advanced, you should be just fine, and it'll be challenging for you. So it's based in the key of A. I'm not going to go over all the chords at the beginning. We'll just hit them when we get to them, because there's a lot. But it's basically an A. There's not a lot of different chords. There's just different ways he plays the chords differently a lot. So there might be 3 different types of A chords used in this song, for example. So let's get right to the intro. Okay, that's the main lick. So starting on A, we're going to slide up. We're going to bar the first fret, D, G, and B strings. We're going to slide up to the A. So we got that palm muted open A in between. Like that. Okay? So now we got... So we're going to slide up to the 4 with our 3rd finger, 4th fret A string. Then you're going to bar like an A. This is basically an A chord with the 3rd on the bottom here, the C sharp. So we've used this chord a lot. It's a great kind of Hendrixy actually type chord, but used in country and this kind of tune a lot. So you're going to arpeggiate that. 4, 2, 2, and then you're going to hit this chord, which is basically a D. You could call it a D, D over F sharp. So when you come down, you got your A formed here. You're going to put 3rd finger on the 4th fret D, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret B, and then go back to A. So we have, okay. Then we're going to do the slide again. So that's 2, 4 on the D, back to 2, and then 3 on the A, slide to 2, and then A. So okay, so that's the whole kind of main riff. All right, now you're going to do that again. And then the last time, you're going to repeat just the end. Okay, so that's your whole intro. So let me run that whole intro down nice and slow. Okay, that's our intro. So now let's take a look at the verse. Not too crazy complicated there. Before we go into the verse, though, in case for those of you who are interested in kind of breaking these things down and analyzing them, the riff comes from, it's an A pentatonic major country blues kind of thing. So if we're playing, we've talked about the country scale, starting here on the A. Okay, it comes from that. So that's the part that really makes it sound cool. Sliding on that C note right there. Because it's the minor third, okay? So you're, even though it's in a major key, you're using that minor third to kind of add some tension. So okay, so just for some theory there. Okay, so let's look at the verse. All right. This is all tabbed out for you, so if you're getting lost, just reference the tab. The verse is going to start similar, okay? Same thing. And then you're going to do that again. And we're going to do a G major bar chord. So major bar chord, root on the E string. And then you're going to go to E. E major, open A, and slide again. Okay, so let's play that slow so you can hear it in context. Okay? That's the first part. One more time. Okay. One thing to note, he doesn't always, when we do this part here, this, he doesn't always come and arpeggiate all the way to the G. Sometimes he just pauses. Okay, so you don't have to do it every time. You can play either way. So okay, then after that, come down here and play an A major bar chord, root on the low E string. So you're going to hit the root note, and then hit the whole chord, and then you go to C sharp minor. C sharp minor is 4th fret, A string. You should know these bar chord shapes if you're learning this tune. So that's a minor bar chord, root on the A string shape. Okay, so we have, and then we're going to come up here to F sharp minor, root on the E string, so no second finger. And you're going to do bump, 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 and then hit the whole chord. So low notes first, and then you're going to go to E major 3 times, then to D, and then back to A with the slide. Oh wait, no slide there, like that. So let's go back. So we're going to go like that. Okay, so let's play from the beginning of the verse. There we are. Okay, and then after that, we have that little tag again, but it's a little bit different. So you're going to hit the A chord again. And So that's open A, slide to 4, 2 on the D, hit it again, hammer on the 4, go back to 2, and then slide down from 3, and hit our A chord. So it's a little bit different, not much. And that's your whole verse, okay? So let's play that again, nice and slow, the whole verse. All right, so that's a lot. That's our intro and verse. So now let's take a look at the bridge. Now this is where it really starts to get tricky with the Bob Weir rhythm stuff, okay? So we're gonna start with D. This is She's Got Everything Delightful, that lyric. Wait, sorry. Let's play it first. It's like that. Okay, so there's a lot of offbeat stuff and some dead notes in there. So let's take a look. So we start on D. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to come up here and play, it's a G over B or a G chord. It comes from this major shape, the root note being here where my pinky is. Same shape as this D that we played up here in the intro. You just slide it up here. So you're barring the 7th fret, D, G, B, and E string. Second finger on the 8th fret of the B string. Third finger on the 9th fret of the D string. So it's you're gonna hit that twice. So, and then you're gonna go. So that's up. So we're still D. Now we're back to D. G. That's D, but it's a different D. It's based off this D major chord shape with a 3rd on the bottom here. Just like we did down here with the A, same thing here. But we're gonna hammer into it. So it's 7 to 9 on the A string, a dead note, and then the chord, the 7 on the D, G, and B strings. You're gonna do it 2 times. Then you're going to go to this A major shape. 7, 6, 5. 5, 6, 7. And then do your same thing you did before. Okay, so this is really confusing. Let's slow it down. Okay, did you see what I did there? It's a little bit different the second time. Let's do it again. Okay, that's the G again. Okay, so now after that, you're going to play a D like this. This is a little tricky, okay? So we got 10th fret, that's our root note on the E string, 9th fret with your 3rd finger on the A string, and you're going to bar the 7th fret, D, G, and B strings. That's a D major chord. It's kind of built from like a G major shape. If you played a G major open chord and you move that all the way up here, it'd be like that, okay? And he's just going to go eighth notes, 1 and 2 and. So low notes for the first 3 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a D major chord again. So we have okay, then we have, so that's 7, 9. Back to this D chord here. It's a third on the bottom. Then back to 9, and then you slide that up a whole step. Now it's an E with the third on the bottom. All right, it's tricky. It took me a while to get this. All right, and then it just finishes up with a slide up to the A. Just kind of like we do on the end of the verse. All right, so I'm going to play the whole little, is this a bridge, or I can't remember what I called this, bridge section, and then we'll move on. So we got okay, so that takes care of intro, verse, and bridge. So now after that, we got this little solo section. Okay, so this gets a little tricky too. This is where the pedal steel comes in. So we have, it kind of starts out like a verse. Like that. It's kind of weird. So we got then we go E, then add your pinky to make it an E7, and then open A chord, and then you're going to have a couple eighth notes at the end of that. And that's where we lead into this little riff thing. So we got da 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 at the end. Okay, so that part is 9 on the A string to 7 on the D. You do that twice. Then you go 9, 7. Then to 9 on the G. So we have, and then on the D string you do a bend and release, and pull off to 7 to 9. Okay, so we have then back to 7. So we have Then you do. And then at the very end of that, after you do that, you do yet another variation of that little tagline. Okay, this one's a little bit different. So we do the, you're gonna hit like a power chord. So A string, 2nd fret D string. You're gonna hit it twice. Hammer on and pull off, 4th fret to 2nd. To 4 on the A string. Back to 2. 3, slide to 2. So it's. All right, so whole solo section. Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, so now we got the chorus. Well, after that, actually, it goes to another verse, and then it skips the bridge and goes straight to a chorus. Okay, so we're getting through this. That's our chorus for the most part. Okay, so we go back to an A major bar chord and we do 2 8th notes. Then we go to a G major bar chord and we do, so it's low note, then the high notes. Then we're gonna play this D chord. Another Bob Weir favorite, this D major shape. I like this shape for a major chord. So the root is on the A, 4th fret. You're gonna bar 2nd fret D, G, and B string, and E string. And then your 2nd fret is on the your 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. So it comes from a C major shape. If you moved a C major shape, just kept moving it up, that's what it is. Okay, so you're gonna hit that twice. And at the end, da, da, da. So you hammer on the 2nd fret there. Okay, so it's. And the second time, it's. You're going to kind of arpeggiate this D. So it's A string, D string, then the chord. Da-da, on the A. So it's. Then you do the same as the first time. Then the 4th time, it's to a E major bar chord with root on the A string. Then a G major chord, same shape as this D, but up here on the 10th fret with your pinky. And then this little riff. All right, so let's go back. So we have chorus. So that is 5, then slide from 7 to 9, and hit the 7th fret D and G strings together. So then back to the 9 on the A string. And then we're going to make that D chord like we made before. 10, 9, 7, 7. And you kind of let that ring out for, well, it's a bar of 4 and then a bar of 2. And then the end of it goes like that. Okay, that's how it ends. So let's take the whole chorus now. Okay, then from there, it goes back to a bridge. We already know the bridge. And then we're getting close here. The last verse, we get into like a key change kind of thing. Not really a key change, but you'll if you listen to the song, please do, as you're learning this, listen so you know. It's going to change. It's got some wacky stuff in it. So let's just try to get into it here. So it's, then we're going to go. Okay, so a little bit different there. We're going to stay within the A, D thing. That's that D chord there. Then we're going to come up here to B, so a little key shift kind of. Again with the third on the bottom. So this A with the third on the bottom, just move it up a whole step. So okay, it's the same kind of thing. Same as this shape. Okay, so we have okay. Now we go to F sharp minor, E, D, A with the third on the bottom. Then we come back up here to B, down to A, and end on B, and that was E. I'll go over it again. So let's go through the whole thing. That's your last verse. It probably doesn't sound right without the music. So listen to the tune there, okay, and follow the tab. One more time. That leads us to the outro. Okay, so the outro, not too bad, but it's going to be now based out of B. So we basically key shifted up a whole step from A to B. Okay, so the outro goes like this. Okay, so we're going to start with a little slide up to B, so from 3 to 4, then hit it 3 more times. And then, okay, so we have, then you're going to slide again, hit it twice, and then go F sharp major, and then to E. So we have, let's see. And that's your outro. So that's the whole tune. Whew. That's a tough one. A lot of parts, a lot of variations on stuff. So, but it's a great tune to learn. It's good and challenging. So there you have it. Don't forget to follow the tab for the arrangement and some of those weird kind of things at the end that take place. But that's Sugar Magnolia by the Grateful Dead.